This pack will not give you infinite V-Bucks. That is from founders only. Those packs were discontinued about 4 years ago, but this pack will give you 1,500 V-Bucks that you can earn from Save the World, and then it cuts off there. You would think 0 seconds in the video should cover that, but I still get comments every time these packs come out. Just gotta be safe. Now, video starts for real this time. This is the brand new Scrap and Burn pack. This is a pack that when purchased will give you access to Save the World alongside some pretty metal cosmetics that we'll get through in a second. And of course, you know, it's easy to miss as it is at the very, very bottom of the shop. And the only thing lower than that is the creator code section where you can enter in code Mista at your checkout to give me 5% of your purchase if you pick up the pack. I support Archer because he helps a lot on and off camera, but you guys can support whoever you want. I just got to plug a little bit. Let's talk about what this pack gives you. Now I'm going to start with the V-Bucks because I know that's everybody's favorite thing. In Save the World, we have daily quests. Now let me just go to Save the World real quick. If you are just buying the game for the first time, you want to go to the Buy Epic section. You're going to have to dig for it here, but it's all the way over there, and then you can select Save the World, and then you can just jump in from there. The daily quests is a good section of the game because it's really good for a lot. You get Battle Pass XP, which will count towards your your Battle Pass. You'll get X-ray tickets, which in Save the World allows you to buy llamas. I won't get into all that right this second, but that's good if you're going to continue playing the game. Founders get V-Bucks. You will not get these, but when you purchase the pack, you will see that you will have some daily quests that give you a bunch of V-Bucks, and if you do 7 of them, I believe, it'll add up to the 1,500 total. If you do not see this section at all, then we can talk about it in a second, but you'll also get gold. Daily quests are awesome. You should do these. I don't because I've been playing real life a little bit lately, but if you play the game every day, you'll get 1 daily quest per day, and then it'll stack up to 3 days. That's why mine are full right there. So, going to the very bottom of the shop here. You even have to scroll if you click to the section. Now, if you do not have access to those missions and you're a little confused, that's what this blurb is right here. When you start Save the World, it'll enter you into a tutorial, which will lead you to doing your Stonewood Storm Shield Defense 1. All right, so we have Stonewood, Plankerton, Canny Valley, and Twine Peaks. Those are the 4 main zones in Save the World. Stonewood is where you start off, and your Storm Shield Defense 1 is where it begins, and then you just need to play through the quest. Do what it tells you, listen to Ray, learn the game. Save the World's really fun, you guys. I'm going to be talking about that for the rest of the video after we're done with this pack, but once you get Storm Shield Defense 3 done, that's when you kind of start the game. That's when you are out of the binds of the tutorial. That's when you can kind of click through the menus a bit more casually, and you can kind of do whatever you want, including daily quests and events like Hit the Road or whatever. It all scales to your power level, so if you're a brand new player, it's going to be overwhelming. This game is huge. I'm going to have a resource in the description down below. This is my ultimate Save the World starter guide. Definitely watch this at the end. It is packed with information. In fact, the description of this is just a repository of so many of my other videos. I have put this entire video as its full thing, meaning every single video in the description I put into its own big video, and it ended up being 8 hours long. So this game is massive. This game is massive. There's a lot to go over, but that's the gist. If you just follow the tutorial, make it to Storm Shield Defense 3, and you're a brand new Save the World player, you could start earning those 1,500 V-Bucks. Now, now the pack itself, of course, gives you access to the game, and the challenge pack, which is kind of what I think we just talked about. I don't believe there's a BR equivalent, but this skin itself, I can't believe 3.5 minutes in. It's just the pack is huge and Save the World's awesome. I had to get into that first. Look at that, man. This is Kyle. This is one of the main characters of Save the World. If you are, again, a brand new player and you don't know who he is, we'll talk about that in just a second, but of course, we got that metal skin over here. This is probably one of the more badass LEGO skins in the game, in my unbiased opinion, as a Save the World content creator. I love that, of course. Then, of course, we got a back bling. This is reactive. I don't specifically know what it does, but you'll find out very quickly, I'm sure. And then the pickaxe is actually pretty insane. It's an angle grinder, which I think is what that is. I don't do man stuff. Does somebody in the comments want to confirm? This is an hold on. I'm gonna. Yeah, that's an angle grenadier. There we go. I know tools. Look at me. So pretty cool overall. Let's talk about who Kyle is a bit more. You guys look at this. I'm gonna be so prepared. I might not know what an angle grenadier is, but I do have this set aside. Look at that. No, not that. Look at this. I favorited all my constructors. So these are some, probably not all. I might have missed 1 or 2. And there are some exclusives like founders packs, and they're like Xbox or PlayStation ones. I don't even know what. But these are the basic Kyles that are available to everybody. You got Mega Base Kyle, who expands your base radius by a ton. I actually do a chart for it. Yeah, look at this. This is something you can put on your fridge. We got the base grid. So when you put down a base, it just defends an area. Do I have that screenshot that would... Yeah, thank you, Demon Gamer. This never made it into the video, but this is what a base looks like. And all of these yellow things on the corner of the tiles are just indicating that the tiles have been reinforced. So when you put a base down, it reinforces them and does a bunch of other stuff that we'll get into in a second. Mega base over here expands that radius in this way. So the white section here is just a normal base. The yellow one is when it goes out 1 extra tile, and then when he's in the lead, it goes out these 3 extra tiles. It looks like 2, but the yellow one's included in the lead, of course. So this is kind of what Mega Base does, and it's really, really effective. And of course, this video will be linked down below. I have it prepared over here to show you guys that constructors are awesome. We'll get more to this in a second, but I made a best constructor loadout video, which I'm going to put into its own tab. Just this guy talks so much. I'm going to put this in its own tab so I can link it down below. But let's go back through the Kyles. So Mega Base makes your base even bigger. Base Kyle, one of the best heroes, not just constructors, heroes in the entire game. This is our boy, been with us for years. He makes your builds stronger. That is as simple as it can be. You do not need to have ever played this game before to understand that walls having more health is good. It means enemies take longer to break them. Of course, Ankylo Kyle, not one of the strongest ones. In fact, I don't know why he doesn't have his... he should look like a dinosaur like in this outfit, but whatever. Kinetic Overload, I'm not even going to get into it, but Bomb Squad Kyle gives you extra armor. You see he's got a big case here, or a big... not case, but suit, because it's really more like a briefcase is what you are when you're in a bomb squad. Anyway, pretty cool. And we've got heavy base Kyle, a little more complicated than the other ones. I'll explain it, because again, I'm making this video for people who might have never touched this game ever, but when enemies walk on these tiles and then they die, it charges up the base, and when enough die, the base, brrr, it makes a sound like brrr, and then it does damage to the surrounding enemies. Not an incredibly useful ability, but another one of the Kyles out there. Kyle the 13th, we got a Halloween skin here. I did say these are available to everybody, and that's true. Some of these are event heroes, so you can't just get them whenever, unless you want to spend a voucher. I don't think decoy damage reflection is worth it, but if you go to the collection book, go to the event people, and then all the way down to the FORTNITE heroes, we could scroll down even further, and Kyle the 13th is right here from 2017. So if you want to recruit him, you'd have to use Flux. I don't know if that's worth it, but he is available to every player if you play through the events. And again, this game is huge. There's a lot of information, and I'm going to throw more information at you, but there is a timeline that I have linked in the description of every FORTNITE video on my channel. This is a really good resource for keeping track of everything. Now, Kyle's not in this timeline specifically because he drops from the FORTNITE Llamas. That's available from September 4th to November 20th here. So that's when that season starts, which is actually soon. It's in like 3 weeks here. So yeah, Kyle the 13th will actually be out soon. So yeah, that's an overview of some of the Kyles in the game. And I guess I was going to mention this loadout here. This is just what a basic constructor build looks like. Again, that video covers it more thoroughly in the description down below. The starter pack that I'm showing in today's video does not give you any reskins of any heroes or any weapons, so you won't get Kyle in game, but they're pretty regularly available. Mega Base is a little harder to get, but base Kyle right here, he's available in regular missions 6 to 12 times a year. It's pretty random what we get, but I shout him out in the daily videos, and then this is just something that I've got set up to demonstrate that. So yeah, let's head back to the pack. I think I just about covered the basics of this game. It's weird. I don't want to be overwhelming to new players, but Save the World is so huge, okay? There are a lot of complaining from our community. A lot of people who have been playing for years are bored, go figure. But if you're a brand new player to Save the World, you've got 2 years worth of stuff to do. That timeline is just packed with heroes to grab, weapons to grab, events to play that are only available for, you know, a few weeks sometimes. You got dungeons, you've got your FROSTNITE. This season we're dealing with Hit the Road. There's just so much. There is so much. And I say 2 years because you've got 1 year of solid stuff to do. And then on the second round, you can start putting stuff in the collection book with your extras. Like, it's a lot. And a nice skin like this is a fun way to play through it. So yeah, that's it. That's the video. There's my little Save the World advertisement plus overview of the Scrap and Burn starter pack. They don't call them starter packs anymore because they don't really... Okay, they used to provide reskins, which kind of started you out with a hero. But I guess that was pay to win. I mean, it wasn't, but I think just having any monetary value associated with any hero in game just got discontinued. They released like 4 of them and then they stopped. I don't know specifically if that's why, but whatever, it is what it is. So yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you guys are new. Honestly, I got a channel full of videos. I have hundreds more than I mentioned here today, but didn't want to be overwhelming, so I'll just leave you to it. So yeah, that's it. I'm out of here. Goodbye.